As our country's been locked down over the last couple of months, you've probably noticed quite a few restrictions in place when you do have to go out and try to get groceries or something like that. One of the things that a lot of stores are doing, you've probably seen, are putting the little arrows up and down the aisle so that you only go one way. You know, you're shopping one direction and then coming back the other way. And these restrictions are creating quite a conflict for me. I have this weird blend of personality. I don't like people telling me what to do. Maybe some of you understand that. I don't want to be told what to do. It grates against me to be told that I have to follow these arrows throughout the store. But I'm also a rule follower. So I go through the store and I'm mad that I'm being, not really mad, but it's bothering me that I'm being told to go this way. But I watch other people ignoring them, and that upsets me. Like, how dare you ignore the arrows? There's arrows telling us which way to go. And so I walk to the store conflicted. Like, why do they tell me what to do? Why won't people obey these arrows? And I know that's ridiculous, but maybe you've had some sort of similar experience with authority and being told what to do. And fortunately for us, the Bible tells us specifically how we are supposed to treat and act and think about authority. One of those places is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 13. Peter says, "Submit yourselves for the Lord's sake to every human institution, whether to a king as the one in authority, or to governors as sent by him for the punishment of evildoers and the praise of those who do right. For such is the will of God, that by doing right you may silence the ignorance of foolish men." The answer right now and all the time to how do we treat our authorities is that we have to submit. Every human institution, we need to do the best that we can to follow their rules. And I know I can get silly about, following the arrows or reading the little signs, but it's really important that we do the best that we can to submit to every human institution. And Peter says, whether to the king or whether just to those that have been put in place under the king, because God is the one who has instituted government. And the key phrase in here is not so much submitting yourselves to every human institution, it's submitting yourself for the Lord's sake. I should submit myself to human authority as if I am submitting myself to God, because the reality is that's exactly what I'm doing. I need to conduct myself out in society right now, in word, in action, on social media. I need to behave in such a way that I am submitted fully to God, and that's going to mean that I am submitted to the human authorities. That doesn't mean we can't think for ourselves. That doesn't mean we can't ask questions. It doesn't mean we can't seek out the truth and be intelligent, reasonable citizens, but it does mean that at the end of the day, I am submitting to human authority. I am doing what I am asked to do as if I am submitting to God. And it's God's will that we do this because He has a plan that in submitting to human authority, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the opportunity to show to the lost world around me that I am doing the right thing. And that is going to silence their objections to the gospel. That is going to silence their ability to criticize God and His people. And it's going to open up opportunities, evangelistic opportunities for being able to show people the benefits of living in the kingdom of God. When I live in God's kingdom, I'm also a good citizen of this earthly kingdom.